going on? It's that one Enderman here, back with another video where we'll be doing a tutorial on the Ortega method. So this was requested by Mr. Crikey, and we'll be just showing you walkthrough solves and how to do it. Hope you enjoy it. Let's roll the intro. So basically what you do in the Otega method is you're going to want to solve one side, doesn't really matter what, but I'm just going to do the yellow side here. And the cool thing about the Otega method is it doesn't have to be all matching on one layer. It can be like a bar or something, but it can be matching if you want, but it doesn't have to. And then you solve the top side using an algorithm, and then you would solve both of these middle layers just by using one algorithm. And you may think that that's hard, but it's actually pretty simple. There's only 4 different algorithms, I think 5 different algorithms you have to learn, and then boom, you can get sub 5, and yeah, that's basically it. So I'm going to assume you know how to solve one side and top layer, but if you don't, you can go to the tutorials down in the description below, and I'll be putting some links down to some good channels who have some good tutorials on how to solve the top and bottom faces. And then so basically there is 5 different algorithms you have to learn, and I'll be putting the different cases down in the description if you want to learn it. But first case we can see here is you look on the bottom layer, you've got 1 bar matching, so you always want to look for these kind of bars on one layer. And then you've got the second bar. I mean, if you look on the top layer, and I've also got a bar there, so you'd put the 2 bars there. This is one of the cases. Doesn't matter if they're the same color or not, you just put the 2 bars here and perform this algorithm. R2, U, anti-clockwise, B2, U2, R2, U anti-clockwise, R2, and then there'll be like a last layer U's that you have to do to solve it. So the second case is where you look on the first layer but there's no bars matching, and you look on the second layer and there's 1 bar matching. So you're going to perform this algorithm with the bar that's matching on the top layer facing towards you, and it doesn't matter what's facing on the bottom layer, so you can do any of these orientations. And then you perform this algorithm. R, U anti-clockwise, R, F2, R anti-clockwise, U, R anti-clockwise. And then same as the last case, you'll have to do some last layer moves to just orientate it depending on what the orientation of the bottom layer that wasn't matching was. And that's the second case. The third case you can get is where you look on the bottom layer, there's non-matching, and on the top layer there's non-matching. You just hold it from anywhere you want. I'm going to do it from here, and you do R2, B2, R2. And then I'm just going to do the AUF same, so that's the third case. Okay, so the fourth case is pretty simple. It's the traditional JB pattern on the 3x3, where you got 1 layer that's completely matching perfectly, and then the second layer that's got like a bar matching, and then the other 2 are on a swap. So you're going to hold it with the matching one on the bottom and the matching bar on the left, and hold it like this and do this algorithm. R, U, R anti-clockwise, F anti-clockwise, R, U, R anti-clockwise, U anti-clockwise, R anti-clockwise, F, R2, U anti-clockwise, R anti-clockwise, and then obviously you've got last layer moves. That's the fourth case. Finally, the 5th and final case you can get is 1 whole bar is matching, and the last bar has 2 matching that are opposite, so 1 here, and 1 here, and then these 2. So you could say they're all opposite colors, or they're like checkerboard colors. So you're going to want to hold it like this, where the bar's on the bottom. Any face, it doesn't matter where you hold it on here, but just the matching bottom layer has to be on the bottom. And then you're going to perform this algorithm. F, R, U anti-clockwise, R anti-clockwise, U anti-clockwise, R, U, R anti-clockwise, F anti-clockwise, R, U, R anti-clockwise, U anti-clockwise, R anti-clockwise, F, R, and F anti-clockwise. Now, I know you guys are going to think that algorithm is pretty long, and you should learn a quicker one. It's the traditional wipe perm, but since there's so many of like the comfy moves that just feel good to do, it probably makes it faster, so that's just my opinion, but you can look up wipe perm and then it comes up with the different algorithms you could do. Leave your suggestions in the comments below if you think there's a better algorithm, but this is what everyone uses, so I'm just going to stick with that. And then obviously the final case is solved, and just put it down. And yeah, that's the 5th case. Anyways guys, that pretty much wraps it up for today's video on the Ortega method. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next video. Like and subscribe. Goodbye. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul.